Hi, welcome to a home episode of Lattice Training, and today I'd like to set you a challenge. We have loads of different core training sessions which we use with our climbers and clients, and we've been doing these and practicing these for a very long time. And there's been one session in particular that everybody has found hard. Everybody kind of has a love-hate relationship with, because once you can do it, you know you're on for a good core training session. However, it is quite painful. So today I'd like to set you the challenge and see if you can do this core session completely for a start, and secondly, how quickly can you do it. There's a little bit of time element involved and you need to do each repetition properly, but the amount of rest you take between each exercise will determine how long this takes you. So this workout is now going to be available on the Crimped app. So if you go onto this and have a go at following it and see if you can follow those exercises as we're about to go through now. So the first exercise is doing 1 minute of plank. So simply we're going to be doing a plank on our elbows, keeping a nice straight body and making sure that we're staying knees off the ground the whole time. If you do really struggle with this because of your lower back, you can put your knees on the floor, but the real challenge is to try and do 1 minute's worth of plank with your knees up. So after 1 minute of plank, the second exercise we're going to do is doing V-ups. So we're going to start lying down on our back, legs out straight, arms out straight, and then touching your toes or as close as you can get. So trying to keep relatively straight. If you need to bend your knees slightly, that's absolutely fine, but you're trying to reach as far up your legs as possible for 1 rep. So the third exercise is going to be doing back arches. So we're going to be lifting our shoulders and legs off the ground, lying on our stomachs, and we're going to hold at the top of the position for 1 second each time. The fourth exercise we're going to look at is lower ab crunches. This one feels a little bit weird if you've not done it before, and you can use a weight for your hands to make sure that you're keeping your body on the ground. The idea is we're going to lie on our back and we're going to tilt our pelvis only marginally to try and get your bum off the ground whilst keeping your back and your arms touching the floor. One thing you'll notice is I'm not trying to kick my legs at any point. I'm just trying to raise them up, tilting my pelvis to get that movement, working your lower abs the whole time. So the fifth exercise is just doing a normal crunch. I'm going to keep my feet on the ground the whole time, and I'm just going to be working the top part of my abs, trying to get my shoulders off the ground. The form we're going to go for is hands behind the head the whole time and trying to lift just the shoulders off the ground. Once again, 10 reps of that. Don't rush it. It's the rest period you're trying to cut out. So the final exercise, the sixth exercise, is going to be doing twist crunches. So starting in the same position, and we're going to be touching the opposite knee, alternatively straightening the legs out in between each go. So to touch the elbow on both legs, that's 1 rep. So it feels like 20 in total, but 1, 2. Make sure you complete 10 total. And there you have it, that is Dive Team Core. That is Lattice's hardest core session, and you're going to go through all of those exercises, but for 10 sets total. So that means you're doing 10 minutes of plank, 100 at each of those exercises, and the idea is that you need to try and do all of those exercises in sets of 10, and you're trying to reduce the rest between each exercise to make sure the time goes down. If you need to rest, make sure you rest between the exercises, but time how long it takes you to complete all of them total. So that's the challenge. Please post what time you get and let us know how much pain you've got in doing this workout, and make sure you tag us in any of your attempts.